All right, guys, here we go. We're going to take a look at a few of the defense stocks, and then we're going to take a look at oil. And the reason being, been having a lot of questions about from people. Hey, is it time to jump into these defense stocks? These stocks that make different weapons of different types, and of course the oil stocks. So let's take a quick look, quick dive into some of these defense stocks. There's quite a few out there, and of course oil stocks you go on forever. So that's why we're just going to look at the oil futures, West Texas Intermediate, in and of itself, because that's going to tell you what everything else is doing. So let's get right to it. Okay, the first one up is Boeing, of course. And as you can see, it's been in a real concentrated downtrend line here. It looks like gold, to be honest with you. But let's take a quick look here. The 20 is on. First of all, like I said to start with, I'm looking at these brand new with you guys. And first thing I noticed, of course, downtrend line, the 20 prices are below the 20 and the 200, so that's even more bearish. And the 20 is now under the 200. And you would have thought we would have gotten a bigger pop here. It seems to be trying to consolidate. See the last 1, 2, 3 candles. If you look at the wicks, where price went the lowest, Friday was, of course, the lowest that it hit over the last previous 3 trading days last week. However, we closed up and over where the 2 previous days closed. And then today, Monday, really didn't take off. So this one, I'm not, really a big fan, even though it's probably very, obviously very oversold, ready for a pump, maybe up into the 20. But I'd like to see, a little bit more consolidation here before taking a position. But also, you just kind of my eyes drawn to it. This consolidation period here, as we go up, that's going to be pretty good resistance through here, all the way across. And of course, by the time price gets up there, which I mean, that'd still be a pretty good little percentage pop if you time it just right. If, big if it goes up there. But the 200 will be going pretty flat by then, and that's like a brick wall to get through as far as price action. And I'm trying to see anything over here, high pivot, low pivot, consolidation zone that may help. Really don't see anything. If we go to the weekly, kind of slow everything down, you can more readily see this consolidation period right here. And quite honestly, I don't, unless we come back down here, that blue dash line, this pivot to the up, and then we came down to the upside, and then we came down. Uh, couldn't get back over it here. We consolidated over there. So a lot of, price action in this area around that 175. It should have come back down here, but as you can see, big time count here. The 20 is over the 200, which is good, but the 200's like a plane being shot down. It's just going straight, straight down here, and the 20's beginning to pull over, to the downside. That's never a good sign. And then right through here, all this low pivot consolidation areas you see here, if it's holding, well, we're going to make that red now. And that's going to be, even if it were to pop up here and with the 200 there, quite frankly, that's where I'd be ready to short it, because it would probably, because nothing's guaranteed. Anyway, probably make this move here, and then you'd want a higher low. See, low, higher low, go is what you would look for. But if not, then up, down, then you'd probably end up making an M formation right here. If the market, well, or Boeing anyway, if it stays, negative like it is now, then the next one is General Dynamics. Now, see, that's more of what I was looking for. Now, just personally, that's probably a straight running short for me, but I'm not trading this. I'm seeing this chart first time, like you guys. And we were, price was, well, first of all, the 20 was under the 200, very bearish. Price was under the 20, even more bearish. And then all of a sudden we're going to pop like this. So everybody that has bought this puppy, well, really, up here, normally retail buys at the top, okay? So everybody that bought up here, and even, through this downdraft, as it comes up into that area, guess what? Yeah, they're going to be thinking, thank goodness, hey, I'm back even. Maybe a little bit of a loss, but it's not as bad of a loss as where I was down here. I'm selling, I'm getting out. Okay, so that's my, theory here. Currently, especially with this gap up, and that's too big of a move, too dynamic of a run here. This is loss. And that's something you can carry over. Any of you guys play the altcoins, crypto. Whenever you get a big daily candle like that, a lot of times you'll get pullback before it continues to run. You guys know all about that. But anyway, well, looking at the weekly chart here, just seeing if I see anything offhand. Okay, let's go to the next one real quick. Okay, there was an article out. They were talking about congressmen that had bought in to a number of these defense stocks, and a few of them I have. We had gone over and I had listed here, and this was one of them for whatever reason. A lot of Democrat congressmen were getting in, but a great day for them Friday. You would think we'd have follow through after a huge candle. Normally, these candles, 75% of the time, have follow through. See this one here? See that one there? Those big green candles normally get follow through. When they don't, like today, especially with the markets opening as a new time period to be trading, and we didn't get a pump there, not good. But anyway, even if it does come up, straight running short right here at the 200. All right, next one on board is KBR. And this is, out of all the ones we've seen so far, I'm getting choked up here. Anyway, this has been the best one. Has a little consolidation zone here, right off the 200. Of course, that was Friday, and then real nice follow through today. Not, too big, not, out of sight like the last one we saw, but fairly conservative here. Let me see if we have any trend line breaks. Yeah, it looks like we have one that might work there. Now, not to be the wet blanket on the party, but right here at this high pivot, this previous resistance zone, as you come up, got rejected, came down here. That's going to be, a little bit of an issue for price action. So what might happen over the next few days is bottom in, come up, back test a little bit, and then, try to make it up and over this, previous resistance. So there's going to be resistance again when we come up, into it. And then let me pop my 50. Okay, we're over the 50. Oh, okay. A flat 100. No matter what, moving average you're looking at, if it goes flat like this, it's, it's going to be resistance anyway, coming up into it. And then you have two factors there, the high pivot and not only a moving average, but a flat moving average. That's going to be very much an issue, a problem for KBR price action to get through it. So yeah, there's going to be a pullback here. And that, if you're not in already, that might be the key, actually. So something to, make a note on. Okay, Norfolk Grumman, NOC, again, big gap up, from 423, well, close to 471. And then right across here, I can already see it first time. Anyway, right across, you have a low pivot here. Let me break this down where you got a low pivot. There was previous support. gapped under it, came back up, couldn't make it through. So we're headed right there again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, going on, 3 hits. High percentage, high probability. The time when you hit a resistance zone the third time, you'll also get rejected. And really, it's the fourth or fifth time. You're kind of playing Russian roulette there. Either the fourth or fifth time it'll, break through it. But that's, yeah, too big of a run, too big of a gap. I'd rather try to do a quick little short up here than get in right there. But, we'll just have to see, how the market goes. Market's always right, then we just kind of follow up after that. Next, let's look at oil. And what we have here is the West Texas Intermediate crude oil, just the standard futures. And as you can see, we've already popped the candle for tomorrow. Now we did get this gap up today. And really don't necessarily like playing these gaps. The gap us, a lot of times you'll gap and crap. You'll get something like this down, make a little bit of a shallow pullback, and then continuation to the downside, which we could very well see. And especially with this big move here, because technically, if you think of, realistically from the top here to the bottom of that candle, that's all one green candle, okay? And we could still get, follow through majority time with these big candles, red or green, you'll get follow through there. But the way this is looking right here, let me see where our 150 and our 50. Okay, we did close over there. That's actually pretty bullish for oil. But I'd like to, if you're not in it already, on, one of the oil stocks or whatever, then you might wait and see if we consolidate, see if your stock consolidates, Devon, Exxon, just the usual suspects, okay? That's what we'd be looking at. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you got, something out of it. This, kind of a game that could go either way on you. So that's why you have to be, know the charts. Don't get, FOMO just on rumors and stuff. That's why we, our Patreon members, we break all this stuff down, look at every, aspect of whether, it can continue up easily or if we're going to need a pullback, consolidation, then a run. And normally that's the best way to play these. You have this downdraft up, wait for it to pull back and then pop again. So you have a low, higher low. So you want basically these W formations on the way up. And then if you're shorting, you want those M formations. Boom, 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 just like that, okay? And we get into all that on our Patreon members crew. That's, solely what we do is education, not any, thrill stuff. It's all, facts, hard data, percentages, and, trying to get people schooled up, coached up. And in the meantime, we will see you on the charts.